Hey, this is Heather from the Renaissance English History Podcast, and this is your Tutor Minute for October the 21st. There were a couple of main things that happened today. First, in 1532, Henry VIII left Calais after meeting with Francis I of France at Bologna. He left Anne Boleyn behind temporarily as part of this kind of carefully managed political display. This was Anne Boleyn's big trip, her diplomatic triumph, where she went to France, and Francis had treated Anne with the honors of a queen. But the Queen of France did not come to meet her, so there was a lot of kind of walking a tightrope with how Anne would be treated. Either way, it was indeed a diplomatic triumph for her, and it paved the way for her official recognition when Henry returned to England. Then, in 1536, during the Pilgrimage of Grace, the rebel leader Robert Aske confronted the Lancaster Herald at Pontefract Castle. We talked yesterday about how Pontefract was surrendered yesterday. Well, today, Robert Aske confronted that Lancaster Herald. The Herald tried to proclaim that the earlier Lincolnshire Rebellion, which was kind of the precursor to the Pilgrimage of Grace, that was over. But Aske, who was commanding thousands of armed men, he refused to hear it. And he said, no, the rebellion is still continuing until the king addresses our grievances. It's kind of one of the most defiant moments of the Pilgrimage of Grace. Then, 6 years after that, Thomas Howard, Duke of Norfolk, camped at the Scottish border near Berwick. This is part of that rough wooing where Henry VIII was trying to force Scotland to have Edward VI marry Mary, Queen of Scots, which of course we all know didn't work out. But Thomas Howard, Duke of Norfolk, his forces began burning and pillaging across the border. There had been some peace talks and they had just broken down. So this is the resumption of that rough wooing. Finally, in 1554, John Dudley, 2nd Earl of Warwick, died at Penshurst. The son of the executed Duke of Northumberland, brother-in-law of Lady Jane Grey, he had only recently been released from the Tower after his family's downfall in 1553. His short life was shadowed by the fall of his house and the tragedy of his sister-in-law's execution. That is your Tutor Minute for today. Have an amazing, magical day, my friend. Bye-bye.